Hello everybody. Today I'm gonna talk about the Iapetus Ocean. This video is part of the project mini courses IGCP 667. The Iapetus Ocean was a large ocean of the late Neo-Proterozoic and the lower Paleozoic between the continents Laurentia, Gondwana and Baltica. The origin of this ocean is based on paleontological observations in Europe and in North America. In these two areas, two distinct lower Paleozoic faunal rims were identified. So in blue here in Europe and in North America here in purple. And these two faunal rims, once Pangea was reconstructed, were juxtaposed, which posed a strong problem because it was difficult to explain how these two distinct fauna develop very close to each other. Wilson, in the 60s, proposed to solve this problem that these two continental blocks were separated in the lower Paleozoic by another ocean, the Proto-Atlantic Ocean. And this Proto-Atlantic Ocean was then renamed the Iapetus Ocean in reference to Greek mythology, because Iapetus was a Greek titan, father of Atlas. And the title of this slide, Did the Atlantic Ocean Close and Reopen, was the title of the paper of Wilson proposing the existence of a proto-Atlantic Ocean. This Iapetus Ocean is at the heart of the Wilson cycle, which is here represented, and which is about the early rifting of blocks leading to the opening of an ocean. This ocean would have then closed because of a subduction, with its final phase leading to the collision to a collision orogeny, and then the opening again at about this place. And one thing which is important in the Wilson cycle is that the opening of oceans may occur preferentially where others had closed before, where the suture could represent a weakness zone in the continental lithosphere, favoring breakup in this location. About the Iapetus Ocean, what was the continent from which this ocean opened? The Iapetus Ocean is thought to be open from the fragmentation of the supercontinent Rodinia, here represented on this figure, and this ocean could have opened between Laurentia, Amazonia, and Baltica, which respectively refer to the cratonic parts of North America, the north of South America, and the northern part of Europe. The age of opening of this ocean is actually very debated and could be between 750 and 550 million years. A lot of observations of the opening of this ocean are found in the different blocks I just talked about, and consist of rift-related magmatism and rift-related sedimentation. two phases have been distinguished. One at about 750 to 680 million years between Laurentia and Amazonia, which is here shown in purple, 750, 680 million years. And the second rifting phase between 615 and 550 million years, which would be way more widespread and found in Laurentia, Baltica, but also the small blocks bordering Amazonia. And one question is, which of those phases led to the opening of the Iapetus Ocean? So there are two main families of models proposed in the scientific literature. First, that there was the opening of one ocean around 600 to 550 million years. So here is the figure from the paper of Weber et al. 2019, showing this kind of scenarios where the Iapetus Ocean opened between Laurentia here, Amazonia, and Baltica, and the opening is intimately linked to the emplacement of large igneous province, the Central Iapetus magmatic province, which is linked to the interaction of a plume with lithosphere, and this location of this plume would be where the yellow star here is marked. And this interaction would have led to the emplacement of large dark swarms, here shown in yellow with the yellow bars. A second type of models, which is the one we proposed recently with my collaborators working in the University of Oslo, is that the Iapetan system led to the opening of two oceans. First, the Paleo-Iapetus around 700 million years, here represented on this figure, and the opening of another ocean, the Neo-Iapetus, around 600 million years between Laurentia, Baltica, and small blocks bordering Laurentia. In this second case, the opening of the Neo-Iapetus could be intimately linked to the closure of the Paleo-Iapetus. So we proposed a mechanism for the opening of the Neo-Iapetus Ocean, which would be linked to two different phenomena. First, because of the subduction bordering Amazonia, which would have put in the plates consisting of the Paleo-Iapetus and Laurentia under tension. And second, because of the emplacement of a large igneous province between Laurentia and Baltica, which would have weakened the continental lithosphere in this area, and the two effects could have led to the detachment of a continental ribbon from Laurentia and of Baltica from Laurentia. This mechanism could be very similar to what happened later in the Earth's history at about 270 million years, where the Neo-Tethys opened during Pangea times. So here represented on this figure. So please note here that this figure has been reverted, where the North Pole is in the bottom and the South Pole on the top, to ease the comparison with the Iapetan figure. So for the Tethesian system, it could be linked to the conjugated effect of the subduction of the Neo-Tethys and the emplacement of the Panjal traps there. And these two effects could have led to the opening of the Neo-Tethys. So one question is it a recurring mechanism, this combination of effects? Are there always playing a major role for the opening of oceans in the context of the Wilson cycle? But this, of course, is a question that would be interesting to look at in the future. Now I'm going to talk about the closure of the Iapetus Ocean. The closure of the Iapetus Ocean occurred around 430 million years ago and occurred between Baltica and Laurentia, but also small blocks detached from Gondwana between Laurentia colliding with Laurentia and Baltica. The collision between Baltica and Laurentia formed the Caledonid in Scandinavia, Greenland, and Scotland. But and the collision between the small terrains detached from Gondwana and Laurentia formed the Salinic and Acadian origins. So the take-home message of this presentation has 3 points. First, we saw that the Iapetus Ocean is at the heart of the concept of Wilson cycle. We also saw that the Iapetan system might consist of the opening of several ocean basins from 750 to 550 million years and during the fragmentation of the supercontinent Rodinia, here shown here. And the closure of the Iapetus Ocean occurred during the Silurian at about 430 million years ago, and leading to the formation of Laurussia, which will, after its collision with Gondwana, lead to the formation of Pangaea. So here are some references that I used to prepare this presentation. So please have a look if you want to know more about this topic. About me, so I am Boris Robert, and I'm working at GFZ. I did my PhD at IGCP Paris, and then I did a postdoc at the University of Oslo, where I mainly did this work about the opening of the Iapetus Ocean. So please feel free to contact me if you have any questions about this topic. Bye-bye.